We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the ground, it's Akers. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Called out a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
James White's first carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got it to James White. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
And 4 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's second.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Wilson on target there to Moore, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one.
Seahawks nothing.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw again is Wilson. This is White on the screen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Rams 21, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The first down carry. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down, Seattle.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Pass complete to
DK Metcalf.
Touchdown.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Wentz connected with his tight end Gather. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quadri Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He was brought down by John Johnson.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson off 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 14,
DK Metcalf. Touchdown. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 14. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's second down. Throwing again. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Wilson, it's loose. It's out for him. And the Rams have got it back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back into youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Kirk, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they're off to the races down the right side, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Play fake. Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them in short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and 9.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Penny. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On second down, it's White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage or put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
White, the ball carrier.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it with White. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
James White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Rams 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
It's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 42. Rams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, LA! Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll swing into the hands of Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Rashad Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score, Seahawks 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Thank you.